And if you listen, you can hear it. The words of gossiping parrots awaiting the diction of the day. All 365 of them, that's every day and every year. 15,000 children share in the beauty of this playground. Our name is yours. And we have been yours for years unnoticed. Don't forget us. Support us. Your national parks. The defenders of your environment. Join us. Remember, our cause is yours. The first land and sea park in the world is yours. Heritage. Here it is. When was the last time you gasped at our scenery, gotten lost in the depth of our reefs, or even awed at the green of the leaves of our trees? Don't hesitate to donate and volunteer. Don't hesitate to care. We are here for you. The Bahamas National Trust, BNT. 3 letters that spell out simply, perfectly, and undoubtedly that we are yours.
At the House of Assembly, I'm Mukesh Lapinder. This is ZNS.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the National Report. This Emancipation Day holiday marked by tragedy. Deadly gunfire erupts on West Bay Street, leaving a young man dead and police on the hunt for clues. Plus, from solemn prayers to an all-night celebration, Fox Hill marks Emancipation Day with a powerful tribute to the men and women who turned bondage into freedom. In sports, the Canal and Regatta sails to an exciting finish. The Bahamas tonight, the National Report starts now. So glad you can join us. Good evening, I'm Desmond Saunders, and welcome to the broadcast. Police investigating a deadly midday shooting on Delaport, West Bay Street, that left one man dead and another hospitalized. According to Superintendent Alfonso Lewis of the Black Scorpion Unit, officers were alerted to reports of gunfire shortly before noon near a liquor store. Police arrived on the scene around 12 o'clock and learned that 2 men had already been rushed to hospital in 2 separate private vehicles. Investigators say one of the victims later died from his injuries. The second man remains in hospital receiving treatment. Police believe the incident is connected to an ongoing dispute involving the 2 men, both of whom are known to law enforcement.
Sometimes the police is aware of this matter. This matter was ongoing between the 2 individuals for some time. And that's why we're asking persons to please be able to deal with your matter in a positive way, so we don't have to resort to this kind of shootings. Is always a way to deal with your conflict, with conflict resolution. And so this is why we have officers from urban renewal, we have officers on the grounds in these areas coming into the community from urban renewal and speaking to persons, in the area about making the right choices as it relates to crime in the area.
The hum of generators and the frustration of unexpected blackouts have become an all too familiar reality for many residents here in New Providence. Addressing the mounting concern, Bahamas Power and Light Executive Chairman Christina Alston highlighted the fact that the utility company has to grapple with challenges rooted in an aging electrical network and infrastructural developments that have long required investments and modernization. And while many improvement projects are now underway, she noted that they remain in the early stages and will take time before consumers begin to experience their full benefits. But amid the frequent outages and public frustration, Chairman Alston says meaningful steps are underway to keep the lights on and deliver a more reliable power supply.
We are advancing the longer-term program, which is required to strengthen the generation modernize the grid, and build a more dependable electricity system for the Bahamas. Although this work must be done urgently, we also know that it must be done properly and safely. And we as an organization, we cannot and will not compromise the safety of our employees, our customers, or the wider public.
Central Bank's first credit bureau was launched in 2020. However, according to Central Bank Governor John Roll, officials still feel like they're in startup mode. He revealed at the Central Bank's recent quarterly press briefing that some onboarding with various businesses still taking place, but operations remain positive.
Trust me, it does help borrowers because for once, a borrower can tell, in a consolidated fashion, what information exists on their credit history, and in the process, clean up any inaccuracies in the record. So I think that's very important. In the past, there was such a thing as a credit reference letter that you could get when you were getting a loan from one institution versus another, but it really didn't say much compared to what is factually contained in the credit bureau database. So it is beneficial for borrowers, and it's really intended to be able to empower borrowers, particularly now that they can provide more factual evidence of their credit worthiness, and they can use that in many cases to get and negotiate better interest rates from lenders.
Well, we want you to stay with us. Coming up, Emancipation Junkanoo takes over Fox Hill. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more after this.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this month.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Long summer, hot sun, people coming over, and nobody feeling like cooking. This summer, wait for the sign. Presenting KFC Summer Bucket, the official meal of the summer.
KFC, it's finger-licking good.
At Island Luck, the Quicks keep things moving. Quick 4 keeps things fresh. Quick 3 keeps things clean. And Quick 2 keeps things running. But today, there's a new Quick in town. Meet Quick 5, bringing even more chances into play. Because when the Quicks come together, things don't just add up, they multiply. And $1 can turn into $50,000. Play the 5-ball Quick 5 on Island Luck now. Must be 18 and over. Island Luck reminds you that it's only a game, so please game responsibly.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
50 years of nation building, see the legacy we trust. Oh, the water is our lifeline, and the future flows through us. From the Pine Barrens to the ocean, in the sun and in the dust, we are building for tomorrow, and the future flows through us. Yeah, yeah. Yes, the future flows through us.
The Water and Sewage Corporation, celebrating 50 years of nation building.
Baked sandwich.
I really like the honey mustard sauce. And then like the crispy bacon on it as well.
Oh, it's pepper jack cheese. I love the spice. I love the crunch.
I love the original sandwich, but just that simple addition of bacon was it like over the top.
The chicken is really good.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I rate this a 10 out of 10. I'd eat this again.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
From your first heartbeat.
Thank you, and the little guy's all set.
We've been here for you, by your side.
She's good.
Through every challenge Every milestone.
6 miles, hold it.
The house will be yours someday.
Every triumph.
Maybe hers.
Covering. Protecting. Securing.
The insurance covered everything?
Here since 1899. Always here. Kalina. Caring for you.
Well, thank you so much for staying with us. The freedoms we often celebrate today came at a price few could never imagine. And this morning, in the heart of the Fox Hill community, Bahamians gathered not simply to remember history, but to honor the extraordinary courage and unbreakable spirit of those whose fight for liberty forever changed the nation. Amaya Moss tells us more.
Beneath the skies at the Fox Hill Day Parade grounds on Burnett Road, voices in prayer blended with songs of praise as residents gathered for a special church service marking Emancipation Day, a solemn occasion honoring the men and women whose courage transformed bondage into freedom and forever changed the course of Bahamian history. Among those lending their voice to the day's observance was Governor General, Her Excellency, the Most Honorable Dame Cynthia Pratt, who called on Bahamians not only to remember the struggles of their ancestors, but to honor their legacy by protecting the freedoms they fought so dearly to secure, ensuring that the courage continues to inspire generations to come.
If you don't tell the story here, the children will not know it. If you keep it a secret, or you don't want anyone to know you live in Fox Hill, that's where we went wrong. Because as we get older, they are coming up. They must be the ones to carry on with the message of how Fox Hill became what it is today.
The spirit of the occasion was further lifted by Member of Parliament for Fox Hill, the Honourable Fred Mitchell, who underlined the core message that the freedoms we possess today were purchased through unimaginable suffering, unwavering faith, and incredible fortitude.
The Bahamas government is seeking to fulfill the mandate of George Mackey with regard to this community. We said, as a commitment to the people of Fox Hill, that we would ensure that its cultural heritage will be supported and thereby create self-esteem so that every child in Fox Hill, whether of African descent or not, knows that they are valued, important citizens of the Bahamas, and they're also those who are responsible for upholding the African ethos in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Officials say today's event stands as a living tribute to the people who refused to let hope die and turned their shared struggle into triumph. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
Now, prior to the service, the historic Fox Hill community also came alive during the early morning hours with the Emancipation Day Junkanoo Rush Out, the cultural event honoring the memory of the freedom from slavery, attracting both Bahamians and visitors. Lloyd Allen was there.
An all-night jamboree in the Fox Hill community Monday morning as Bahamians from near and far converged in this community to celebrate emancipation, the freedom of a nation.
Fox Hill is the place to be. The event given the green light by Fox Hill Member of Parliament, the Honourable Fred Mitchell, Culture Minister, the Honourable Leslie Miller-Bryce, accompanied by the Egyptian Ambassador to the Bahamas, Dr. Sharif Rida Ahmad Shihada. This is all about the celebration of freedom and African culture, and we're happy to welcome him.
Egypt is an African country, so we all have the same roots.
And it's truly a celebration of when our ancestors were freed. And so there's no better way to celebrate.
Chairman of the Fox Hill Day Committee, Warren Davis, and unofficial Fox Hill Mayor, retired Bishop J. Carl Ramming, also highlighting the turnout dominated by young Bahamians. I think the festival committee is trying to do now is educate the people so that they can really understand and really take ownership of Emancipation Day.
Singing songs of praise, which is pretty good. You know, they cultivate the religious songs into their music. That's very good. It like remind us whose we are and that God is still in charge.
What do you think about the Junkanoo groups?
I think it's good. Very nice. The Junkanoo sounds good. I like the drink.
In total, 5 groups were on display. Yes, the Saxons, along with Roots, Genesis, the Valley Boys 1958, and the original Fox Hill Congos. And what's an emancipation celebration without down-home dancing, Bahamian food, and even a lesson on the greasy pole?
Used to be a harm at the top one time ago. They don't put the harm anymore. So they just put the money. But many people try. So I bring a friend so I can see the chicken clams on top of the board.
Welcome, Real Lobster and Pearl Group, as I show you. Having a wonderful time.
I first Emancipation, and we just come out to enjoy ourselves.
With each drumbeat like an echo of the past, the significance of emancipation still resonating for Bahamians with a look at our past and a hope for a united future. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Well, the nation's Chief Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, among the patrons at this year's 82nd annual Rolleville Homecoming and Regatta. The Prime Minister says he tries to make it a point to be in Rolleville every Emancipation Day holiday weekend to mix and mingle in the birthplace of his grandmother, Gracie Ann Roll.
It brings people together. We come to see and get to know each other better. We experience our own unique cultures in the various unique regattas and festivals we have. And it's a time for family and friends to reconnect. Very often people don't see each other until the regatta or a festival. And you meet new friends. And you just get that Bahamian spirit of camaraderie, recognizing that we share one thing, one culture, and become one people by doing these things. The fact that you see the stalls over here, you see people patronizing the stalls and spending their monies, and again, it has that feature of an internet boost for that moment within that community.
The Rolleville Homecoming and Regatta is just one of several events taking place this holiday weekend, and the Prime Minister believes that different options provide travelers with more opportunities.
Next year, you go to maybe to Inago, their Salty Fest, come here to Rolleville or Black Point, and that's what we have to continue to do. Try to encourage us to at least see all of them.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Hurricane season is here, and everything your house needs is at We Buy You Sell. Impact windows and doors built with strong frames and reinforced glass to hold if a storm hits. 10 and 16 millimeter galvanized steel are now available. Roofing materials with architectural and asphalt shingles, roof flashing, nails, and so much more, all right here. Solar lights are 50% off while supplies last, and solar power systems are available for pre-order. Stay safe this storm season by visiting us on Robinson Road or WhatsApp 636-8412.
Sunsea, good friends.
And bold new flavor has arrived in the Bahamas. Introducing the new Jalapeno Ranch Cheeseburger. Spicy jalapenos, cool ranch, fresh Wendy's beef, one perfect balance. This isn't a heat you run from, you enjoy it. Bring the heat. Keep the cool with Wendy's new Jalapeno Ranch Cheeseburger.
At Cartwright, our members know that there's a lot to smile about. They know that membership has its privileges. Guaranteed low pricing on every item, every time you shop. Each membership comes with 2 cards. That's one for you and a free card for a member of your household. Gold card holders earn an annual 2% rebate up to $500. Cartwright members get discounts at other participating businesses. So that's a lot to smile about. Whether it be clothing, appliances, home goods, or groceries, shop at Cartwright, where membership truly has its privileges.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best-kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Welcome to your holiday sports check, everyone. I'm Swanson Gibson Jr. Over the extra-long weekend, the New Bite Regatta Final took place, giving way to intense head-to-head races on the waters of Cat Island. On the shores was our very own Ricardo Lightbourne. He brings you the insight on the competition.
The 7th edition of the Cat Island Regatta into the final day of competition here in New Bite, and boy, what a great day for sailing. The winds are up, and let's start it all off with the Class E. Let me tell you that it was none other than Captain Peg going to the starting line with 2 wins, needing only 1 oar, second or third, to win the title. Well, Captain Bastian and Dale Butler went out there and did it. Clean sweep, taking all 3 cannons here in Class E. Congratulations to Captain Peg for winning this year's regatta. The Thunderbird finishing second overall, and 8 points at 9 points is the Stinger, followed by Sands Light, Blue Marlin, Try Me, Island Boy, and So Fine and Lady Zari decided to skip this one. They'll try next year. Let's take a look at what happened in Class C. This was nip and tuck going to the starting line. But again, who would win? Will it be the boat Catch the Cat or the Barbarian 2? Well, they went to the starting line. This one was interesting because Catch the Cat had some problems, broke down, finally got going, but it was too late. Barbarian 2 would take the final cannon in the Class C and win the championship. Talking to Delbert Gibson, it was a matter of making a sail change at the last moment that made a difference in winning this year's regatta.
We knew we had a slight problem with the mast. The mast was quite plumb, and we had to quite go there and actually sail the boat to see how it reacts. In the beginning, the boat rejected it completely. So we had to make adjustments and try to get that mast plumb. Once we got the mast plumb, she started to respond right away. And once the boat is responding to my helm, it's easy sailing.
Well, there you have it, folks. The Cat Island Regatta is now complete. 70 years of sailing here in this beautiful, beautiful island. Hope to see you guys next year. So long from Cat Island.
Thanks, Ricardo. And still on sailing over in Exuma, our ZNS Total Sports team catching up with the Minister of Youth and Sports, the Honorable Mario Boleg, as he deciphered the Bahamas' sailing landscape.
The fact that we got 3 regattas going on at the same time, I tell you, that's a lot to go around. But what we want to do as time goes on is try to ensure that we put some structure in place that will allow these regattas to qualify individuals for the best of the best, so that we can move on, and also have junior sailors being qualified to represent the country nationally.
Minister Boleg also touched on pending plans for the country's national sport.
What we're going to do right now in the Ministry of Youth and Sports, right after this regatta, there's a little lull before the regatta in October, which temperature being brilliant, and we want to make sure that we have maybe look at putting on a conclave and also establish the sailing academy, which has already been budgeted for on this budget cycle, and so that is uttermost important because we want to see the progress and maintenance of maintaining our sailors, our junior sailors, to be able to replace our senior sailors.
From the sea to the pasture, the Caribbean Amateur Golf Championships begin this week at Bahamas Royal Blue Golf Club. This being the first CIGC competition held in the Bahamas since 2017. Bahamian golfer Richard Gibson Jr. spoke to the significance of the 242 hosting the meet and expectations heading in.
It's definitely a big deal, especially playing at home. We do have home court advantage, but we do have some very good players in the Caribbean, so you'll see how it plays out this week. It's a pretty diverse team, but I feel like this is a good team, whereas we do have a very good chance of winning the Herman Cup title and also probably carrying the overall title also.
Team Bahamas has their sights set on claiming both the George Teal Trophy and Herman Cup. Comprising their roster is Haley Hall, Anissa Robinson, Madison Carroll, Kamari Pratt, Alexander Rowland, Davon Robinson, Linford Miller, Nolan Johnson, Richard Gibson Jr., and Sebastian Iberi Calzada. David Harris serves as coach of the team, while Anthony Hinsey takes on the managerial duties. Tee-off time for the CAGC begins Tuesday at 8 a.m. On the hardwood, the Bahamas senior men's national team prepares for FIBA World Cup qualifiers action, competing in their next window of competition later this month. After splitting their third window series this past July, featuring a blowout win against Jamaica, the 242 now looks to further their success as they take on Uruguay and Panama. Our ZNS Total Sports team recently caught up with Bahamas Basketball Federation First Vice President Moses Johnson as he discussed the Bahamas keeping their 2027 World Cup dreams alive.
We may have a few changes in terms of the roster, but the philosophy stays the same, and we just look to be positive as we continue to trek through the second phase of the World Cup qualifiers. We're right there where we need to be that seventh team that will make the World Cup. So it will be very, very important for us to win these games, because going into this last leg, we'll be really, really counting on winning the games that we can win, because at the end of it all of the scores, all of the win-loss records will be tallied.
The Bahamas does work against Uruguay and Panama on August 27th and 31st, looking to catapult their way atop the Americas group. And that's been a look at your sports on this holiday. I'm Swanson Gibson Jr., signing out until next time.
What you saying? Girl, right here, rushing to cash, J.S. Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance.
Oh, I with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online.
Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for an online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never have to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for J.S. Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind. Feel the difference. Ruby's Ultra Tech in your car. Fill up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Spend less and go far. Fuel up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Get the most out every ride. Just watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel up with confidence in every mile. Get Ruby's Ultra Tech in your tech and drive with a smile. Watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel the difference with Ruby's Ultra Tech.
This is the ride on the weekend with my grandma to this place, Burger King Nassau, where Grandma enjoyed her favorite flame grilled Whopper with fresh veggies, flame grilled beef just the way she likes it. And then I enjoyed my cheeseburger kids meal with a special treat.
And now, all grown up, I get to enjoy Burger King with these people, my friends, enjoying the same classic flame grilled Whopper. Let's just say, we know flame grilled tastes better.
As July turns to August, smart shoppers turn to Super Value and Quality Supermarkets for specials like Best Value Whole Kernel Corn, 15 ounces, 99 cents. Jakar Vegetable Cooking Oil, 40 ounces, $4.49. Boneless strip or ribeye steaks, $7.99 per pound. Turkey wings, $2.99 per pound. Sweet peaches or nectarines, $2.69 per pound. Forget the GPS, drop the compass, and turn off the maps. If you're looking to shop and save, you're looking for Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Well, it's time now for your Monday weather check with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Desmond. On this Emancipation Day, we have quite a bit of fireworks, particularly in the northwest Bahamas, and that is in response to that old stubborn troughing that has been in the area now for several days. And we anticipate that will gradually lift towards the north over the next 24 hours, but that will be replaced by a westward moving tropical wave, which will re-enhance these shower activities that we're currently experiencing. So it seems as though the wet pattern will be with it just for another week. And our satellite pictures showing the broad area